the Knights versus the Martin Crawl's team. Pink Fluffy Unicorns. So, let's get out of 30 FPS jail and watch the game. So, the Knights take Helmet Wolf and a bribe. Helmet Wolf is a chainsaw with loner 4+. So, dire straits for the Knights. It's got to be said. This guy is not my favourite star player by a long shot. And his special rule... Does he have a special rule? I think he does. It's not halfway. Oh, it's because... Pause! Once per game... Okay, he can... Once a game, he can make his armor roll better, so he's more likely to break. He's also got stand firm, which is an insane skill for a chainsaw, but we'll live with it. No promises the chat won't be spoilery, but my plan is to cut the game feed between matches, so if you haven't seen the result, there's a world where you don't have to get spoiled. Anyway, instant kickoff, on the ball, procs, and we get a nice quick snap. And the Yorks get ever closer, so see what they come up with. So yeah, 13 versus 14. Yorks will get underway here, punching the retainer lineman. Armor 8+ for a lineman is pretty grim. We're down there with Norse. Like, Norse have this, but they get blocked, whereas the nobles get fend. So definitely a tier gap. I mean, the Zons get dodge, you know. Wood Elves get actually 2+. These boys get fend. But at least they're all still here for now. A lot of Blood Bowl left. And oh, Jim Broger could be the target here of the opening foul. I suspect he will be. The ball is perfectly fine. And yet, Mommy Murder opens the account. Boom. Okay though, 11 into a 4. Slow warm up for Mommy Murder, only strength 2. And in comes Augustus Big Deal. Swords, Mighty Blow, Blitzer, or Bodyguard even, I think, because was MNG'd against Jed, so didn't take part in this match, hence the Helmet Wolf replacement. Helmet Wolf and a bribe. Not ideal. Throwsman Leaderface as well has been rostered. Look at that moustache. Glorious. I like to think this is what Zord looks like IRL at the moment. Anyway, round the corner goes highlight reel. And then Zord's realised that if he lets the Orcs just hang out, they will kill him. They'll foul him and punch him to death. So he's trying to get the ball down nice and early. Get the Orcs activations to be all about protecting the ball. As opposed to... you know, like killing his team. Anyway, in comes Ragenhild. And Tackle will get to work on Sir Tenley. Only turn 2. There's no break. I'm going to quickly hop to OBS. And I need to look at the music. Yes, the music's almost as loud as me. So I'm going to turn that down halfway. I think that looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. It's about halfway up. Okay. I had it on a lower volume at the start. But anyway, we've fixed that now. Nothing for the VOD. All for the foul. And that's the first removal of the day. And it goes on to Augustus Big Deal. So he may be a big deal to himself. Not anymore. Jim Broger's had enough. Really stupid. And it's up to, as usual, it's up to Baron Powley, who steps into this block. Relying on Hugo Highlight Reel to bail him out. And so he does. But he doesn't break. So Wilhelm can get to work. Oh, big chainsaw hit there. Helmet Wolf doesn't instantly kill himself, which is always good. He's an armor 9+, but remember this goes down to a 6+ because the chainsaw stacks. When we do get the hit, we come all the way around. We don't have tackle yet on Matthew stat Paddington. All that stat padding has not led to level 3. Sorry, level 2. But it was a fair shot with the wrestle. Zord burns takes a reroll on it because he knows that that's his only hope really this drive. And unfortunately he doesn't find it, so that was essentially a 5-up twice and no dice there. Instant reply, KO. Wow, that was pretty quick. Ingrid just says no, you've had your go, you've failed, and now you're going to sit out for a while. So down to 9, we target the chainsaw, which is very sensible. because this adds 3 to the roll. And the inducement is only stunned. Rolled a snake. Aye, aye, aye. But no fowler, I want to say here, for the knights. So this bribe is going to struggle to find value if we lose the chainsaw early. It's a very strong turn 3. And now the knights kind of have to hang out and try not to die. A Jim Broger failing to do anything for 2 turns in a row is not good, because it's the only mighty blow on the team. And oh, Baron Powley tries to get out of trouble, can't do it, and is on the floor, on the turf, no one near him. Oh my goodness, this could be a really early pivotal moment in the match, because that is certainly within murder range. And it'll be a question of how many assists we can get. Certainly's going to take another hit. But finally, the Bloodstep threat is real. Doesn't want to deny assists. Certainly stepping back, realizing, oh, this is my time for glory. If I let them get rid of Baron Powley, I can steal the limelight and send the knights through to the quarters. But he's got to be careful, because they might not have any people left to help him out. Anyway, we're surrendering the Baron. Helmut Wolf's been stunned out, so we could get a full 1, 2, 3, 6 assister here if we really commit. And if I know anything about the unicorns, they're not shy of committing bodies to the foul. Only with 4. Restraint being shown, and I think this ball is a little bit exposed. But also, Baron Powley's exposed. We'll just need a stun, and Sneaky Git bails out, as it is wont to do. So, can certainly get around here. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're going to have to cut a few corners. Helmut Wolf having a very good start to the drive. Was that a get up and blitz? It was a get up and blitz from Helmut Wolf. Trying to relieve the pressure here. Mommy Murder's going to take a stun for that. And that'll stop the bleeding. Fingers crossed. I say that. Certainly, after isolating the Baron for his own glory, fails the 1 in 9 to cut a corner. And now the drive is fully over for the things. I hope Sword wins. Hello, Brainlord. Good evening. Oh, it's not gone well. That's your #1 inducement. Out of the game. Bribe not being able to be used on him because he's already seriously injured. Nice hit from Bjorn. And the downside of inducing chainsaws. I'm so not great. I do respect Zord, so this is the contrarian nature of Harrying Zord. He will always take the another break. He will always take the lower tier option when there's one available. And look at this, the fouling doesn't stop. Mommy Murder be damned. Cosmo the family dog is nipping at the heels of Baron Powley. So like the smart thing to do is to take someone who isn't Helmut Wolf, because he's a chainsaw with Loner 4+. I'm not saying it's not the optimal thing. Whereas Zord is doggedly saying chainsaw is good against armor 10+. And it should be good against armor 10+. So he's highlighting the poor balancing decisions of Games Workshop here, as is his want. Ref's had enough of that, because you're not an orc, so you're not allowed to foul. But we rolled a 6 and argue the call, he's persuaded. But no break. And we can find follow-up hits here. Look at this from Martin Krul. No slaps. There's a reason this is a second season team, second season coach, and he's already made it a playoff run. He's a very good fundamental Blood Bowl player. He takes all the hits he can find. And if you don't give him hits, he'll take all the fouls he can find. And Jim Broger's barely moved this entire game. Negative impact, it's got to be said. And look at this, everything's moving into line. And here comes the star player. Oh, never mind, we get our free extra hit. Doesn't come off this time, unfortunately, but the ball is perfectly safe. And do they run in? Oh, the quick reposition. And down come the fists. And it's a KO for the Baron. And no keg, so Baron could miss. There's a lot where Baron misses the second half, which would be a calamity for the Knights. But we're only living in 25% land. For now. And here comes Jim Broger. Long after the players passed him by, he has actually decided to turn up today. And rolls a 4 on the arm. He couldn't even break a snotling with that level of punching. Hang on, I just need to mute myself. Online on Discord. There we go. Sorry. All I missed was a knight falling over. No biggie. And after all this, it's quite an easy walk-in for the Martin Cruel. But as we said, he did give up a one-day hit on the ball, turn 2, and the Baron was lurking. So he did play with fire a little bit, but he wasn't burnt. Orc skin's pretty thick. And so his Ord is getting put through the ringer. I think he'd be happier with the damage so far, considering he's been eating sneaky get 30 player fouls a lot of these turns. I say that. Yep, see, like, these mighty blow hits are kind of bouncing off of the Imperial Retainers. I don't know if this foul will, though. This is going to be a 5 assist foul. And sneaky kit, and sneaky kit coming in. Getting the wrong side of the ogre. Still no injuries. Sneaky kit once again saving the day. Jim Broger desperately trying to get something back onto these orcs. But I'm worried that all he's doing is letting himself get fouled next turn. He does find his KO. First orc down, it's Liz and Peter. They're both down. Certainly is long away. But it's turn 8. And there's no cheeky carnage points foul. We're just going in for the 1-0 classic 8-turner for those orcs. And the Baron quickly gets back to his feet, I'm pretty sure here. Yes. Stat Paddington's still incredibly embarrassed at his terrible attack at the ball and has decided to live in shame for a little longer. I don't think the Yorks even needed a reroll that drive, it was very clean. And Lord Brainlord, world #1 fan, damn straight. You don't have the founder, the real #1 fans have the little #1 next to their name, so we're here from the start. But those are quite limited edition. I do appreciate it though. And I am about to change my, at your request, I am about to change my follower notification to something more interesting. And I've also fixed my OBS. I've turned my Streamlabs thing onto monitoring, so I will hear the notifications now. So I don't like ignore followers every time, because I imagine that's not helping my my brand, which I'm sure is all important in this day and age. It's all about your brand. But on this pitch, I think it's just the orcs that are branding the knights. I mean, it's getting pretty brutal out there. And there's another KO, but it's only the family dog. So Mr. 5 Hybrid, literally dog kicker extreme. Out here. And we do put a foul in. And another KO. Wilhelm was also out for the count. Well, suddenly it's a very consequential half-time check. We get back up to 12, I believe, for the Knights. And oh, look at that. You hate to see it. 2 orcs just walking back up. Wilhelm is out, though. So that is one of the highest level pieces gone. And we'll see what the Knights can come up with on attack. I don't know if they'll be able to stall for that long against so much Mighty Blow stand firm guard, but we'll see what they can do. Oh wow, perfect kick. But a solid defense. Oh dear, the Orcs are going to pile in now. And the Knights are going to struggle. They can get round the corner to the left though. Martin Krul really stacking the odds on one side of the field. But the other side of the field has Wagenhild on it. So I can understand, you won't mind. As long as this guy stays on his feet from the blitz, you won't mind. And the Tim Krul's basically saying you won't be able to free up the ogre, so this isn't going to be a Mighty Blow hit. And Wagenhild is probably going to be able to stand up and blitz. Baron Pauli is motoring on over. In comes that blitz that I've been hyping up. And yeah, as I said, stand firm will do its work. And we can now take down Mr. 5 Hybrid and open a line to the ball. Although Zord has done his counting of squares, and I don't think Tackle will be able to hit this. An Orc armor, as usual, proving impenetrable to the Orthodox blocking. It will take fouls. And we've been able to free up. Oh, lovely little bit of footwork there. Augustus Big Deal makes sure to cover off his friend in the front. Baron Powley. So there's no hit now. And the Knights are almost in range, I dare say. Yeah, we're 2 squares away, but there's a death! Oh dear. Who is that? Oh, it's only Fredwurst. No one will miss him. But that opens up the lane. Also going to come careening in off the edge, but I think they returned too late. And indeed, I think Bjorn's realised that and is now racing back into a safety. But I think there'll be too many Knights. Not for much longer though, because that's another one done. 2 in 2 blocks, and that's a... can't be echoed really. Yep, smash the arm bone straight off. Now this is an interesting... oh my god, another KO. Oh, they're really melting. I would have punched this guy out and then blitzed in, but this works as well. There's not going to be anyone left when we murder. Okay, I was about to say no one's left when we murder, but here she comes. Straight on in onto Hugo highlight reel. And a KO. And the ref still doesn't seem to care. Mommy Murder, fan favourite, crowd favourite, and apparently ref favourite. She's been going a good while. Baron can actually score. I'd miscalculated. He's actually moving. I thought he was moving 8. He's actually moving 9. So the Knights can do a 2-turn, but at what cost? I mean, look at this bench. It does not look pretty. And as I previously said, there's no kegs here. So it all went on the bribe. So in runs the Baron. Or will he? He will. No problems there. We make it to 1-1, but it's looking pretty bleak, it's got to be said. Oh my god. Someone shoot me in the back of the head next time I say that phrase. I say it every game. Sometimes I think I'm literate, and then I realise I've said the same thing for a week straight. Anyway, enough about me. Martin Krul will receive the ball once again. Roy Murder in the blitzing position. Just shows the priorities that these guys have. It's not impossible. It just takes effort. Blood Bowl coaches are very, very lazy when they want to be. Right. More LOS box coming in. It looks very academic now from an analytical perspective. I can't see what the Knights can do to stop this drive, barring some sort of dice miracle. And throws him in leader face. Not at leader yet. They do survive the blitz, so not too bad. Mommy Murder is not coming to foul. I think Martin Krul might be feeling a bit bad for the Knights here. And he finally fails a roll. Unfortunately, there's nothing the Knights can do about it. Or is there? Let's click on Baron Powley. Yeah, no, even the great Baron himself can't get that far deep. He'd need a chain push, and there's nothing to do there. What we will see, though, is Jim Broger try and open up a seam. Not even opening up a seam. He's going to come in off the edge. Just a stun, though. No corner to cut, but he will come charging in off the edge. This is poor. You set up on the edge as a tight end, and then you see an ogre running at you. You can't cut block that. So in come the boys. Straight up blitz from the Knights. It's all they can really call on defense at this point. And it's all on this pickup now. This could well be the best the Knights can do. It's basically saying 10% of the time you fail this again and I actually get to play the game. And that's all I got left. Martin Krul's a very nice kid. Yeah, he's a fun guy. He's a good bloke, I think. I don't know him personally, but he presents well in the Discord. And he also compliments my recapping, which is, you know, you deserve a compliment back. And yeah, the Orcs just get so many hits. These poor, these Fen linemen just cannot get anything done. They're both down, so eviscerating them. And just like, I mean, the Knights have, what, 4 pieces to activate? And oh my goodness, it's a serious injury. Is that the Baron? It's Sir Tenley. And the Apo comes out for Sir Tenley because we desperately trying to keep playing. Oh, he doesn't even get the Apo. It's a serious injury. And now it's curtains, unfortunately. And another one gone. Wow, looks like the pink fluffy unicorns are going to go for the clear. And really damage the Knights' morale. Put an end to the team. Oh. That might have been an instant pass turn from Zord, and I don't blame him. This is cooked, to use the Gen Alpha parlance. And the Orcs are just stacking bodies, daring the ref to send off the mommy murder. And here comes this hit. Baron Powley. Everyone else has been taken out. It's just the big man. He carried them to playoffs, carried them to the round of 16. It looks like it's finally met their match in the pink fluffy unicorns. I think a lot of people will be saying that. And here comes the titular matchup. Just a stun. Baron Powley seems to be very resistant to Mommy Murder's charms. And Zord will just dutifully stand up these guys. Because sometimes there's a quad skull and you do have to at least try. I say that, he instantly has Drozman Leaderface knocked out for having the audacity of trying to punch an orc in Blood Bowl 2020 rules set. And yet more both down results. This dice face is absolutely murder on nobles. We don't even need to blitz down Jim Brogan. Daddy Cruel the second. We'll get going. And then Ingrid does need a bit of SVP, to be fair. Only level 3, which for this team is a little bit undercooked, it has to be said. And up goes the ball. And now we're just here to spectate the fouling game. Another break. Oh, and it's a serious injury to the Baron. He's lived a charmed life, but that ends now. Serious injury to round off his career. We do the heroics and fail the last hurdle. That kind of does sum up the lot of the Knights this match. Just desperately try to get to the ball, don't get that last dice, and everyone else meanwhile is absolutely mullered. And I think I will call a mercy rule. I think this is getting. I want to see if they clear the pitch. They have 2. Actually, I don't think they can. See if he kills the ogre. Oh, I murder, not stopping. Padding stats. Can't find it. And yeah, I think I'm going to call this, and we will move on to the next match. That was a tough way to lose out. And it's just a tier gap. It's like the tier 0.5 orcs versus the tier 3 nobles. And even in their final best form, the nobles couldn't put a scratch on the orcs. Very unfortunate matchup. And oh, I don't need to really. I'm not missing much here. Jim Brogan, desperation blitz, trying to salvage some pride. Can't find any. And Martin Cruel has not needed a reroll this entire match and is just the easiest 2-1 grind. I'm almost surprised that Martin Cruel. I think the only mistake Martin Cruel made this game was that second touchdown should have been on the rookie Blackwell. I'm sorry, or Bigger. I'm a little bit shocked that that wasn't the case. That should really have been 3 SVP onto Daddy Cruel the second. Because sometimes you get an MVP and then it's block, which could be all the difference. Okay, next game.